Why did you refer to yourself in the third person there, Jane Silksong, also known as Hornet?
Because it gives me joy.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
And Feth, my lovely commentator.
Hello.
Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself while we walk through a little bit, wait for those questions to start coming in.
Hello, I am Feth. You may know me from my appearance on the 14th season of Survive Her, where I should have won but did not. I'm not allowed to talk much about what happens in the final days of that yet, but I can talk about things that occurred earlier in the season if you have any questions about that. You know, Hornet asked me to be here for this showcase, and how could I say no? Also, my schedule got really free lately, so you know.
I'm so sorry to hear that.
It happens. I mean, it gives me more time to play Silksong.
This is true.
In a way, it's a blessing.
I've been here in the studio, of course, with a lot of amazing women and femmes, raising money for Malala Fund. But, chat, I bet you could guess the number of Switches, Steam Decks, and other various Silksong playing implements that have been all out and about while we have been here together this week.
It's the only game that there is now. It's just this one.
We are, of course, also joined to filter your Ask Hornet Anything questions by my good friend, a Grub.
Oh, sorry. Also, got to remember to translate to English. My bad. But we do have $10 from my friend Radiant Grub, who says, translation: Hornet, what is your favorite bug in all of Hollow Nest? And why is it Gwubbies, the cutest thing to ever exist?
So here's the thing. Grubs are immaculate. Grubs are perfect and beautiful and have never done anything wrong. But have you seen fleas? If you haven't, all I will say is, awoo.
All right. Well, reminder, get any amount that you donate, and Hornet will answer your question. It's an AHA. Ask Hornet anything.
An AHA. So where are we heading right here? No spoilers.
No spoilers. We're going to be very cautious here. This is the ruined chapel. I feel like I'm in the old school Nintendo treehouse. We're going way back. If you've been waiting for Silksong from the very beginning, talking about fleas in the ruined chapels, I know there are some very excited people for Sawayoshi. Sawayoshi, our one-handed Hollow Knight runner, also recently completed a full playthrough of Silksong, completely shot through the entirety of the game, was one of the first streamers to beat Silksong on stream. We are a fan of Sawayoshi here in the studio. Here is Jane Silksong.
How do you have time to do that and also practice beating Hollow Knight one-handed, a task that is ridiculous, obviously very, 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 very difficult. It's a hard game.
Sawa is built different.
Sawa is built different, and if you want to see even more of Sawa being built different, put your donation towards that one-handed Path of Pain. We're at 1,285 out of 3,000 for that. It's the very next game, so get your donations in. But I have another question for you.
Absolutely.
So $10 from Dynamation that says, I can't believe it's Jane Silksong. Big fan. Question for you. Is Bug?
Is Hornet Bug? No. Well, yeah. Well, how far have you played? No.
No spoilers, by the way. No spoilers. No spoilers. No spoilers.
No,
Thank you
that's
so much for your donation.
decade-old discourse at this point. I'm just stoking the fire.
We also have $10 from Ramen Lee that says, if Silksong, does song silk?
Emphatically yes.
Okay. Writing that one down.
Silk before song. Ringing of the gong, song before silk, glass of Pepsi milk.
There have, in fact, at Jane Silksong, have seen more doodles of me with Pepsi milk than I would care to admit. And if that's you, gdq.gg/donate right now as penance.
The questions keep coming in, so I'm going to distract from all that over there. $25 from Char Bunny. Hello, Feth and Jane Silksong. Huge fan. How did you each train? Feth for Survive Her and Jane for the constant struggle to survive in a hostile landscape. Feth, you want to go first?
Oh, that's me. Well, a lot of it is, just getting out there every single day, waking up early, and going to whatever the highest level thing that I could reasonably take out in one hit that has a pretty good experience yield, and grinding out those levels. It takes a little while, but and it doesn't always feel like you're making progress. But trust me, you'll start to see yourself leveling up, and as you do so, you got to make sure you're paying attention to those EV yields. I very much try to focus on speed, but it depends on really what you're going for. I found that speed and attack very useful for the types of challenges on Survive Her until a point. We don't need to talk about it. It's a sore subject.
And sorry again for your brutal elimination.
It's okay. It's not, but it's fine.
As to how I train, I have found oftentimes the best way to train is to simply set foot out into a dangerous world. You may have noticed if you've been following along on the journey on screen and indeed in your own playthroughs of the, I guess, documentary of my life, Hollow Knight Silksong, the world is big and the world is scary and many fearsome foes inhabit it. Often the best way to improve your skills is by throwing yourself into the fire, and that's true for exploring a dangerous land, just as it is true for speedrunning, just as it is true for doing good in the world and helping others.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much for your donations. I really appreciate all of the questions coming in. We have more. I got to keep rapid firing this because we're running out of time. So get your donations in quick. We have $10 from Veriphage that says, question, where's Sherma?
Where is Sherma? This is a beautiful thing because once again, I have to ask, how far are you into Hollow Knight?
No spoilers.
I'm not spoiling. Sherma is a bit of a curious wanderer in the game. So being spoiler light, of course, because I know everyone is very excitedly playing through my documentary. Sherma has a huge number of different possible appearances, a very jolly character. And the possible permutations of how you can find Sherma and what Sherma is up to is one of the most beautiful things. All of the characters in the world of Farloom are so funny, and their storylines are so meaningful. I know from watching various streams that there are moments that have made people who have been with this franchise for a while actively cry, and I don't say that as a judgment. It is a gorgeous game and story.
Absolutely. More and more questions are coming in, and every single donation is also helping us get to that milestone where we will have a total of $1 million raised for Malala Fund. That's about a little over 83,000. So thank you for all of these donations. We have $5 from Chillaxbro saying, who is the best Grub in Hollow Knight, and why is it Pierogi?
The best Grub in Hollow Knight, the girl watching this.
I didn't say in my intro, if you're a stream monster of scurries, you also need to pay the Silksong tax, gdq.gg/donate. I also found Sherma. I'm Sherma, by the way. To answer your previous question, the best grub in Hollow Knight is probably the grub that is the subject of Who%. This is a Hollow Knight meme speedrun that rescues one grub in the game. We're not going to be seeing it in the one-handed any % run, but the fact that there is a meme category to rescue one particularly interesting grub is beautiful and perfect.
That is beautiful and perfect. And I have a donation from a beautiful and perfect Pokemon here. $5 from Alolan Vulpix. Hi, everyone. You're all looking very cute and comfy on the couch playing Silksong tonight. I think it would be cool if we get to watch Asfeel play One-Handed Path of Pain tonight. Question for Feth. Have you ever considered speedrunning?
So I think my speed is really good. So kind of every running I do is speedrunning. And I've looked at some at it in the past. I think it's a really interesting culture, but I don't know, the kind of runs that I'd be interested in, tends to be Pokemon, and I just don't feel like I have the knowledge for that in terms of just how to get through it. And I don't think there's any way for me to use I feel like I would forget things. Is there any way that people would remember stuff?
Have you ever tried to read?
Read what?
Then I think the answer is no.
Oh.
Feth, it is in my code of honor as a warrior that I feel I must inform the stream something you told me a little bit earlier.
Okay.
Which was a frantic question of what even is Eevee's base speed from earlier in the week. So we know exactly how fast you go. A true warrior never lies about their capabilities.
Is it 70?
I believe it's 60, but
That's what I said.
put it in a donation comment.
My special attack is 45.
Speaking of 25, thank you for segueing for me, by the way. $25 from Windslash. How much silk can a song silk when a song silk song songs?
Well, as you can see, the answer is 9.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Heard.
1.
And reminder, you are running out of time to get your questions in. You have 9 more minutes of Hornet here with us in the studio. So please get your donations in now. Put them towards that one-handed Path of Pain incentive because we have Hollow Knight with Sawayoshi coming up right after this. So we're running out of time. We're at 1,365 out of 3K needed for that incentive. And that run is going to go faster than you can even imagine. So please get your donations in now.
I just want to say how incredible it has been that we've been able to have guests come to the studio to do studio runs. In the past, we probably wouldn't have been able to have Hornet come in and spend some time with us. But because of the ability to do that now, it's been really great.
Yeah, it has, absolutely. Shout outs to all of our visiting studio runners. We have one more of those coming up with Cloud, but thank you to Professor Birch, Sweet Peebs, and Jaracondra for coming in and visiting us here at the studio. Those were all amazing runs.
Yeah, it's been fantastic. And just to reiterate, if you have never seen Sawayoshi play literally any video game before, there's going to be an estimate on your screen and you need to adjust it down by probably 10 minutes. Sawa games so impossibly hard, and to think that they are doing it with one single hand is the mark of a true warrior. For though you are a child barely hatched, you are also a warrior.
Any more questions?
We have a ton of donations coming in, but we have a really interesting one here. We have $10 from Sherma that says, "Join me as we sing to open this door." Also, what is your favorite song that I sing, Hornet, first?
Oh gosh, if we're doing, I mean, just the tap of the bells, I suppose, everything is beautifully arranged. You can hear some singing right now from my friend Chakra. I feel like all of the audio cues in this game, being totally sincere for a moment, are gorgeous. Like, the sound design in Hollow Knight was pretty, and we all remember fondly the humming of Cornifer, but so many characters sing, so many characters make noise as they walk through the world. The entire set decoration is bells everywhere. Farloom is a land of song.
That's
My
true.
favorite song is Silk.
So true. I do want to say, the fans, you have a lot of, very important catchphrases. Have some donating with some shaws here, but I think maybe we need a challenge to the audience before we're going to be able to hear that from you, Hornet. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I'd say let's get perhaps a $5 donation train towards that one-handed Path of Pain rolling in. See if we can't get over the halfway mark on that incentive before Sawayoshi is even on the screen, and we will sign off in the one true fashion that all Hornet fans know how to sign off.
All right, so get your donations in now. Again, this is a countdown timer. We're counting down from 6 minutes. So get your $5 in. Get your Silksong tax in. Thank you to everyone who has been donating. Like this $25 from Anonymous, $5 from Faulty Sage, and $10 from Dire Dachshund. Thank you all so much for donating during this AHA.
The first ever AHA on the GDQ channel. A lot of first times at this event. It's been really amazing to see.
Absolutely.
I suspect not the last time we will be seeing Jane Silksong on the big GD screen. If you're in the chat and you've been eyeing this for either GD Queer, Awesome Games Done Quick 2026, Frost Fatales 2026, I suspect we'll be seeing it on a lot of submission pages.
Looks hot in here.
Yeah, the fact that the game, like, we've been here for a couple minutes. The fact that it's already, yes, lava. I don't know about you, but I've been conditioned to see lava as like a very, very late game feature. This game is hard. I know the consensus on the internet is that this game might be a slight bit difficult.
I've been seeing that. It sounds like that you need to have 3 masks at least at any given time.
Yes, but very helpful. We'll be able to see all of the wonderful mechanical differences between this game and its predecessor when we get into that one-handed Path of Pain run.
Oh, and you mentioned that we have crossed. We're exactly at 50%. We're at 1,500 out of 3,000 towards that before it even started.
You have done an excellent job, Twitch chat. And so I invite all of you, when that countdown timer hits 0, we're all going to let out 1 at the same time of the word. You know the word. It starts with sh and rhymes with aw. And that will be how we summon the gamer energy of Sawayoshi to run some Hollow Knight.
Absolutely. It's really funny. Like, some people were ahead of the curve on that. We have $10 from Hornet that says Shaw.
What?
And $10 from Hornet that says Shaw.
Why did you?
So we have like different moods of Shaw going on. I know.
Set these in.
She's a multi-talented gamer over
That's
there.
very,
Hornet.
very impressive.
Someone
And
might
so
be
generous.
impersonating me.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh, we have $50 from Something Uncommon that says, your biography is so wonderful. Best biography of the year. Question, what all enemies from the Hollow Knight original game do you think that you could beat?
There is not a single enemy in the original Hollow Knight game that I could not take. That is 100% canon. King's Molds, let me at him. Fluke Mungas, not a chance. This is a call-out post for literally every double damage enemy in Hollow Knight. You see the environment around me. The Goombas of this game are doing double damage. You think you're slick, Hollow Knight? You've got nothing.
I think I would lose to a lot of them. I'm not gonna lie. They do a lot. They seem like they hurt. I don't think I don't think I would beat Dung Defender.
Dung Defender is a pretty chill guy.
I know.
We love all the champions of Hallowness.
I didn't say I don't think he'd be a good hang. But I do think that in 1v1 combat, I would lose that one because he seems like he'd be strong against normal type attacks.
That is fair. What type are the Hollow Knight bosses?
We're supposed to be asking you questions.
Soulmaster is psychic, I think. Maybe Ghost. Ghost, hello? He's gonna beat me. How am I supposed to hit him? There are others.
There are others. There are also other donations coming in. We've got $25 from Dragonista. Hornet, do you know Lahi?
Like from the great like from Final Fantasy 14 Shadowbringers?
Maybe.
Like Tika Greatwood? What?
Maybe.
That is a wild crossover.
That's not what I expected.
Anyways, tune into Final Fantasy 14 by Drago tomorrow. That's going to be awesome. If you aren't in the FF Discord, feel free to come and ask us for an invite. If you play 14, we're actually going to meet up before that run. So please join our Discord. You can get information in the Final Fantasy 14 channel of where we're going to meet up to cheer on Rin before we jump into that run. So I'm going to be there. Super excited about it.
I did not know that you were into Eorzea, Grub.
Yes, I love Final Fantasy 14. It's one of my favorite games.
You learn something every day.
The Grubs actually are all canonically playing FF14 up until you rescue the last one in Hollow Knight, and then something else happens, but it's fine.
Thank you, everyone, so much for your questions. This is your final minute. Get those last questions in.
I think we're going to slowly move a little bit further onwards. Keeping this spoiler light, I know sincerely there are a lot of folks playing Silksong at home. There have been a lot of us playing Silksong in the studio, and we wanted an opportunity to vibe with the Silksong energy before we get our final run of the night here with Sawayoshi and one-handed Hollow Knight. Truly an unbelievable feat of gaming.
Yeah, it's going to be amazing. It's right after this, and we're at 1,580 out of 3,000 on that one-handed Path of Pain. Thank you to everyone who has been donating and assigning to that incentive. You absolutely want to see it, and I appreciate your generosity. Every donation to Malala Fund makes a difference.
And with that, I think it's time we send it back to our lovely host, Kara, in order to summon Sawayoshi. But chat all with me, all at the same time here. 3, 2, 1. Shaw!